What is popping YouTube? Warstu here with another video on Avengers Endgame. So, before we get in the video, we're going to go over a bunch of different stories in this video. There's a lot to go over. That is pretty cool in my opinion. So, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe to never miss any of the Marvel-based videos. We are giving away at Avengers Infinity War Gauntlet. All you got to do is subscribe to the channel and let me know down below what is your favorite moment from Avengers trailer 2. So there's probably about 4 or 5 stories to go over in this video. So some pretty interesting images have reappeared over the last couple of days online that are pretty interesting, and the reason they've reappeared is because they were from a Marvel Studios Avengers Infinity War 10-year legacy featurette that is on YouTube, I think. The reason they've reappeared is because obviously it looks like the same scene in trailer 1 where Captain America is crying, and it looks like the same bit where we see Hawkeye during obviously the most recent trailer. So what people are saying is they're leaked. They're not really leaked, it's from the Infinity War scene. Why is it so important? Because Chris Pratt is on this featurette of the legacy of 10 years Marvel, and he appears to be on Earth. Now, why is this so relevant? Well, because as far to our knowledge, since Star-Lord's been part of Guardians of the Galaxy, he hasn't returned to Earth. Now, obviously, this doesn't cement the fact that he does return to Earth, but why would he be on this set if he wasn't returning to Earth? Because the scenery looks very, very similar to when Captain America is crying. And also, if we look at Hawkeye's new hairstyle, which does look like some Dragon Ball Z stuff, it looks pretty cool. The background is pretty similar, so I think it's fair to make a judgment that Captain America could be crying in the first trailer because Hawkeye is telling him a deep and emotional story about what happened to his family. Now, I'm not actually expecting his family to have been finger snapped by Thanos in the decimation. I'm actually expecting his family to have been killed during, obviously, the House of Rest that was currently happening at the same time as Ant-Man and the Wasp. And also in trailer 2, we did see a monologue of Hawkeye training someone that could turn out to be the female version of Hawkeye. But it's worth noting we do see the ankle bracelet on Hawkeye's ankle, inferring to that he's still under house arrest. A lot of people seem to think this will be the female version of Hawkeye, Kate Bishop. That's not being confirmed or denied, but the scenery does look the same. So obviously he could get a flashback scene during the scene when potentially he's telling Captain America about how he lost his family. But I'm more fascinated with why is Star-Lord on Earth? We've never seen him on Earth. He's never been on Earth. Is he going to come back to Earth potentially for a death of someone, as Marvel has teased major deaths when they said no character is invincible, but Thor is a god, so he kind of is invincible in some shape or form, I guess you could say. So guys, let me know. These aren't really new images, but it's a new story that's re-emerged in the last couple of days. Now, we do have another pretty awesome story. So the X-Men, the Fantastic Four, and Deadpool are coming back to Marvel Cinematic Universe. Well, not coming back, they're coming to Marvel for the first time. Why is this so amazing? It's so amazing because finally we can see if Kevin Feige can do a better version of the X-Men, of the Fantastic Four than Fox did. Because just because they are coming to the same studio as the MCU does not mean that X-Men is going to be 100% so fantastic just because it's in the MCU. But it is cool because now, except for a Hulk and quite a few others, I think, there's still, haven't got the rights to everyone, but it is cool that in the next couple of years we could potentially have Galactus, Doctor Doom, Reed Richards, Magneto, Wolverine. It is a cool time to be a comic book fan because this deal wasn't supposed to close until the 20th of March, but it's closed today. Fox officially tweeted that Disney has the acquisition and now they owned by Disney, which is pretty cool. So in theory, yes, any character, including The Simpsons, including Avatar, could realistically appear in Avengers Endgame, but they're not gonna. They won't be rushing that. So guys, let me know who, what, and when are you first expecting one of the Fox properties that now can be used by Marvel Studios and the MCU, when are you first expecting them to appear in the MCU? Now, I know we've done a lot of theory videos about potentially this character and that character appearing, but I think it's safe to say that Deadpool is pretty much the only character that is safe from being recast. Why they wouldn't recast him? Bob Iger's clearly already said that. And what is interesting is they literally own so many properties now that they kind of have a monopoly. They own so much of Hollywood now, so to speak, in the sense of superhero movies. That is going to be pretty interesting. And there's also been some information going around that Fox aren't happy because obviously they've bought Fox. Disney's bought Fox, so that is the reason why a lot of people aren't interested in Dark Phoenix, and they reckon it's ruining in Dark Phoenix. But I might be one of the few YouTubers who's actually looking really forward to going to see Dark Phoenix. Now, I loved all the X-Men stories. Yes, there is a massive timeline problem, like with Logan, and you got no idea when it's set in the timeline, and because the timeline in Fox X-Men is worse than the Flash TV show, it is worse than anything. The Flash TV show timeline is bad and doesn't make any sense if you watch The Flash. Barry Allen's daughter from the future is in the current timeline, and basically she hasn't disappeared, which makes absolutely no sense, but that alone, the Fox X-Men timeline is a lot worse and doesn't make any sense. So I am looking forward to Dark Phoenix that does come out in June, and then obviously we have Spider-Man Far From Home in July, and then the Joaquin Phoenix Joker movie in October. So there's still a good bunch of movies to come out. I am going to see Shazam tomorrow, and the embargo lifts on the 24th of March at 1:30 a.m. GMT. I don't know why it dropped so late in the night. So yeah, I will have a review up sometime next week. Most likely wait till the 25th which is the Monday, to a more suitable time to drop a non-spoilery review. The Shazam reviews are coming out, and obviously the social media embargo is lifted, but obviously not the review embargo. And every review is quite positive. So there is so much Avengers Endgame news to go over. This is going to be more like, I guess, a news wrap. I'm trying to do like less videos, but cover more stories inside one video, because I don't like to make little videos. So there is another cool story that we want to brief over on this video. So let's get into that story. So all these new information and stories, it's all coming off the back of the Empire magazine, because snippets have got out everywhere. I suggest you go and buy it on 21st of March, which is Thursday. I believe it's out in UK and Europe. Not so sure about America, but if I do have any American subscribers down below, let me know when that Empire cover comes out there. I will be covering it on Thursday for you guys, so don't worry. Essentially, what it is saying is that some of the Avengers Endgame trailer footage is essentially fake. Now, this is good because it doesn't realistically give away a lot. So it went on to say this: the Russos just made our nightly fan theory routine even harder, seeing as the directors implied a spoiler-free policy in the Endgame promo. GamingSoon.net said this: during an interview with Empire, Joe Russo said that elements of surprise is a vital component to Avengers Endgame movie going forward with the experience. And I completely agree with this. They said this: the thing that's most important to us is that we preserve the surprise of the narrative. When I was a kid and saw The Empire Strike Back at 11 a.m. on the day it opened, it was so profoundly moved me because I didn't know a damn thing about the story I was going to watch. We're trying to replicate that experience, which is fantastic, because although we've gone over it in detail, trailer 1 and trailer 2, we've got no idea what trailer parts are actually fake. It went on to say this: the Russos claim they added some scenes that aren't in the final film in the trailer. Our favorite Star Wars nerd, Carol Danvers, would be proud of their marketing decision, which makes it easier to forgive the fact that we now have to worry about misdirection theories on top of our fan theories about the actual movie. So I personally commend this, because you got to understand the narrative they've set. So Avengers 1 trailer for Endgame: Tony Stark is going to die. He's run out of food, run out of water, just about to run out of oxygen. Trailer 2, we see him walking through the Avengers HQ in the white space quantum realm suit. But also I have to give a shout out to Josh at the Dens of Nerd. He is probably the only other YouTuber that called out that components of the trailers would be fake. And yeah, cool shout. We also shout out here because it's so obvious, because if you go back to the Hulk Wakanda scene during Avengers Infinity War, that scene where he was running with the rest of Avengers was never actually used, but it could very well be used in Avengers Endgame. But it's fantastic. It said they've actually filmed fake scenes. Very, very good. So let's go over it. They added some scenes that aren't in the final cut of the film in the trailers. So that is fantastic. Absolutely commend them. I love going into movies not knowing what is going to happen. So it just makes the dramatic twist even more dramatic now, because as a fan, as a creator, as someone that makes YouTube videos and makes like Instagram content, and I make content on the various platforms. So it's very interesting, because now you should go back and watch both trailers and try to decipher what is real and what is not real. It's really interesting. So you should also check out Josh at the Dens of Nerd. He does a pretty cool video, very good video, very good YouTuber. I don't shout other YouTubers out very often, but he is a very good YouTuber. He did a video for, I believe it was the first Avengers Endgame trailer, calling them out, saying parts were fake. So yeah, that's a good shout. We also did that, but I'm the kind of person in real life who will literally question everything, because it's very strange how the narrative of trailer 1 is Tony Stark dies, trailer 2, he's alive, TV spot during the Super Bowl, he's alive with Nebula. They're changing the narrative up quite a lot, to the point where Marvel's VP was teasing that maybe we're going to be getting a trailer 3, but realistically it's going to be more of a TV spot most likely. But it's interesting now, guys. Let me know down below what is fake and what isn't fake. It's really interesting, because they're like, yeah, our motivation's Empire Strike Back. I rocked into cinema at 11 in the morning, had no idea what was going on. And essentially, the whole marketing scheme, every single part of the trailer could have been fake. No, not every single part, because there's 2 minutes in the first trailer, 30 seconds of the Super Bowl, 2.5 minutes again in trailer 2. That is too much footage for them to fake. But saying that, they could have retconned a lot of stuff. They could have changed a lot of stuff. They could have CGI'd stuff out. They could have changed things around. So it's going to be very interesting. I'm going to have to rewatch all the TV spots, all the trailers so far, to see what is going on. So that is it for the news today, guys. I've gone over the Chris Pratt thing, where it's re-emerged online due to the kind of Hawkeye bit and obviously the Captain America bit. I do believe that could be a scene early on in the movie, but I'm not sure if Chris Pratt, Star-Lord, would come back to Earth, because he's pretty positive that he wouldn't come back to Earth. But maybe at some point in the movie he would have to, or maybe this scene he was just on set for the special featurette on the 10-year anniversary, photo picture. Maybe it was just shot the same thing. Really hard to tell. And let me know, guys, are you super duper excited for the Fox Disney deal going through? Disney now own Fox, which is fantastic. But guys, don't be expecting Galactus to turn up Avengers Endgame just because they own him now. Yes, I know there was the supposed leak for the skeleton set on set with Doctor Strange. I realistically don't think Galactus is going to be... I don't realistically think they're going to CGI or put anyone in. Maybe we'll get a post-credit scene, but also let me know what you think about the fake parts of the trailers, which is going to be awesome. Personally, I'm thinking the fake parts of the trailer is going to have to be Carol Danvers, aka Captain Marvel's intro into the Avengers. I don't think they're going to ruin that. I think that looks the most fake scene to me. And also how Tony Stark returns, I don't think it's going to be so generic as everyone seems to think online. But like always, guys, drop all your comments down below, and everything is much appreciated, all the love and support. I get to go to early screenings for movies because of you guys, so you help me. I put videos out for you guys, and if you do want me to do a Shazam review, I'm going to be doing one anyway, because every time I watch a movie early, I'm respectful when I do review a movie, because that's why they want people to go and watch movies early who have a bit of following. So yeah, we will be reviewing Shazam probably sometime this week, but obviously we can't drop it till the 24th, like I said before. So all your ideas, anything you want me to do, drop them down below. If you've got any questions, just drop them down below. I am going to try and get better at commenting back to everyone if I can. But if you could, guys, please like, subscribe, hit that bell button. If you do want to enter the latest competition, all you got to do, subscribe to the channel and let me know down below. What is your favorite part of Trailer 2, if it is even real? It's pretty interesting. I cannot wait to read this Empire magazine on Thursday. It looks like it's going to give us a great insight to what we should expect from the movie, but realistically not, based on their comments saying they want us to go in blind. It'd be so cool if none of the footage we've seen so far is in the movie, but realistically, Disney does not have that much money to waste. Anyway, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment, and I will catch you in that next video very soon. Catch ya later.